This is KBCC 89.5 FM, Tracy, California, Peace and Justice Network of San Joaquin.
Good afternoon, San Joaquin, and I am so excited to have a special edition of Tales and Tips. This afternoon, I have with me Junior League, and we have the incoming president, Erica Frey, and we are also privileged to have Ashley Mussi, and we're going to talk about recent and future events and what Junior League is, and just celebrate this organization that does so much in our county to help kids and people in general. And with no further ado, take it away, Erica. Welcome.
Hi, Julie. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for being here. So let's talk about, and Ashley, thank you for being here as well. Awesome. So let's just talk about Junior League in general. Let's talk about how long this organization has existed and what it really does in our county.
So I think that there's a couple different facets to answer your question.
Okay, great.
It's a great question. So Junior League in San Joaquin County is kind of a unique organization. We didn't originate as Junior League. We actually started as Junior Aid, and Ashley has some information as to when it was founded here.
Yeah, so Junior Aid was founded in 1927.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's been around for quite a while, and it took over as Junior League in what year?
2008.
So they remained Junior Aid for quite a bit. I think you have the backstory on how it became Junior League.
So on the grander scheme of things, Junior League is it's an international organization that spans over 4 countries. We have local chapters in over 293 cities.
Wow.
And there's over 250 women in our local chapter here, which is San Joaquin County.
And that's amazing.
We go back to 1901 for the international organization. And it's kind of interesting how it was started. It was started by just one woman who wanted to make a difference. And she was a changer, and she was fearless. So her name was Mary Harriman.
She was a trailblazer.
She was a trailblazer. And in a time where, the debutantes were girls were seen and they were presented to the community. They weren't movers and shakers. It was very against the status quo to make a difference. And she came out and said, you know what, as all these women that are being presented to the community, we should use our, exposure and try and better our community. So Mary Harriman, she started in New York City, and she started with 8 of her girlfriends that were also debutantes, and they said, hey, let's make a difference. And at the time,
what year was that?
1901.
Wow.
And I'm not sure who all knows this, but her father actually started what was the name of the railroad company?
Union Pacific.
The Union Pacific.
Oh, wow.
So she came from a very wealthy family to where, she either didn't have to work the rest of her life. She could have followed in her father's footsteps.
She didn't have to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when she got to college, she wanted to, organize something to give back to the community because she was raised very privileged. So she had the foundation and the money to back her to do this. And instead of, you look at what local celebrities or kids of celebrities, they use their money on what? Cars, houses, partying,
jewelry.
She took the money and wanted to give back to her community and
That's
help other women. And so I think I think my point was she's a true leader. And in our organization as women, we look up to other women.
She's the original starter for Me Too then.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's the one who had the guts to, stir some stuff, stir it up.
And
Very
I
cool.
think, because I actually studied her a bit, I wrote a paper on her a while ago.
Oh, cool.
As a leader. And because I was affiliated with Junior League, it just made a lot of sense, as someone I looked up to. But she had the backing, too, from her parents. Like, they were supportive of what she did, which is cool.
So in a time in the early 1900s when the Industrial Revolution was happening, you had everybody immigrating to the United States. There was a big issue with finding places for people to live, and the capacity was just, there was no room for people to live in normal situations. They had multi-generations of families in these small rooms, and it just wasn't, Mary wanted to do something about it. So that was really where her change started. And from there, the first year in 1901, there was about 80 women who came together and joined
That's a
first
lot.
year.
That's a lot.
Especially when this is
For
so
that time.
against the grain, right, of society. This is not what women were doing. I'm sure there was some drama around it and some problems, right, with the families who didn't want their daughters out there, you know, getting dirty and all that other stuff. But Mary Harriman wasn't alone. She had some powerful friends that surrounded her and that helped inspire her. And one of those, you may recognize the name, Eleanor Roosevelt, was one of them. And her involvement with the New York Junior League, she joined in 1903. Her involvement was actually inspiring and raised the social awareness and the change that needed to happen for her to-be husband, Franklin.
That's awesome.
So-
And that, to me, takes it full circle because we now have Eleanor clubs popping up all over in addition to Junior League, and also promoting giving a voice and authority and recognition of women and what women can do. That's perfect. That's awesome. I had no idea. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, so we go far back. Now, the reason why Junior Aid affiliated with Junior League back in 2008 was it's something that's kind of a trend through a lot of different nonprofits across the United States right now. It's hard to make it on your own. There's a lot of great organizations out there, and it's hard to be financially on your own and stand alone. So we affiliated with Junior League in 2008, and it's been an amazing opportunity for us on the local level because it not only gives our members more access to training and tools, but we've just got this awesome branding behind us now. So it's been awesome.
And it gives recognition, too, because when you hear the name Junior League, you've heard it before, and even people that don't come from this community will have heard it in other communities.
Well, it's funny because some people recognize Junior League, and sometimes people on the local level who are more familiar with Junior Aid, they're like, "What is that? Is that a little league baseball team?"
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
League of their own, right?
Yeah.
That's cute.
So we've been really working to pave the way and educate everybody about who we are, what we do, and our new name.
And how has the focus shifted from what Mary's priorities were?
So we are still very dedicated to making a difference and bettering our community. One of our taglines is "Women Building Better Communities." But what I would say is I would share our mission statement with you. And we're an organization of women committed to promoting volunteerism, developing the potential of women, and improving communities through the effective action of leadership and trained volunteers.
I think since Mary started the league, she was commitment, compassion, passion for the community. I think it's remained consistent through all the years. I think what has changed is as we get more, every year something new. As we get more technology advanced, the focus in the community shifts a little bit, what the needs are. I think that's the only way it changes. But I think the molding of it has always remained the same. And, the feeling and the passion that we have for the league, a lot of other members, I think we all share that same. So going into, we're now in 2019, we're becoming so technology advanced. that's kind of something we're dealing with right now. We want to take it forward with that. And, you know, you have people in the league who have been in the league for more than 20 years, you know, where everything was paper and in a book and whatnot.
The OGs.
The OGs.
The original
I
gangsters.
I love
yes.
that.
So I think a change, you know, definitely technology.
Well, and to me, what I really love is that we have a big part of our activities are related to kids and kids in school or kids with special needs. And we'll, in a few minutes, we'll talk about some of the activities. So we're not so focused on housing, but we're focused on that and education. But we also have a legislative branch to our group as well. And I think that's amazing. Let's back up just a little bit because I want to ask each of you individually, and we'll start with you, Ashley. When did you join Junior League and why did you join? And what does it mean to you?
So I joined in 2000 and, 2010.
Okay.
And the reason I joined was because I was new to the area, and I get along with a lot of people. I feel, you know, I can make friends easy, and I thought, what would be something good for me to get involved with the community, learn about the community, and be able to make friends.
And why Junior League versus a service club like Rotary or Lions or Kiwanis?
To be honest, I didn't know much about any type of community league or organization. When I moved down here, I made a friend. Her name's Jackie Ratto. She's in the league.
Yes,
She's been
she
in
is.
the league.
She's very prominently in the league.
She's been in the league for quite some time, and
Shout out to Jackie.
Yeah. Hi, Jackie. She took me to a summer member mixer. And at the time, I mean, she was like, I would say probably one of the only people I really knew in Stockton. And it was kind of like you go there, you meet people, you decide if you want to join. No, it was like, hey, Ashley's here. She has her checkbook. She's joining. Like there's no
turning back.
Yes. So, you know, that day I signed up. I became a member. And I have to say, some of the girls I signed up with to this day, like, are some of my closest friends.
Awesome.
And we've been in the league together for, you know, it's been 8 years for me. And we've had babies together, and
Yay.
you know, and so it's cool.
Awesome. And then Erica, I'm going to bring it back to you and ask you the same thing, but then I want you to amp it up a little bit and tell us about why you want to become president and what some of your goals are.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Okay. I actually have a unique story. I didn't join the league here. I was involved in some community impact projects when I had come home from college. So this is going back 10, 11 years ago. Gosh, time flies. And at the time it was actually remodeling the Stockton homeless shelter rec room.
Oh, wonderful.
So we were repainting that. I think some new furniture was purchased for them. And so it came to my mind, oh, this is a cool organization. I wonder if there's something like it where I was. And at the time I was in the midst of graduating from college down south, and I found my local junior league, and I visited Skid Row, and I had never seen Skid Row. Never. I went to school at Pepperdine. I mean, we're off the coast, so very far west
Beautiful
of where
area.
Skid Row is, okay, in downtown LA. And I took a tour of it and volunteered, helped with some of the kids in their after school projects, doing some homework, doing some art projects. And it was really, really unsettling to me to see what life was like down there. And you have these kids on the flip side that they have absolutely nothing, but they're so excited and their dreams are huge. And so...
And they're excited when people come in and want to interact with them too.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It was really, really, it made a difference. And it affected me to the point where I wanted to give back and I wanted to be involved. And to have that opportunity to give somebody else an opportunity, it's rewarding beyond, you know, financial or any other aspect. It really is the biggest reward that anybody could ask for. So that's how I got involved. Then I moved home about 8 years ago relocated to Stockton and reaffiliated here. And over the course of the last 8 years, I've just been checking it out and seeing how it goes. It's the league down in Los Angeles has neighborhood groups that maybe have 10, 12 members. But the general meetings, we fill up large hotel conference rooms.
Wow.
I mean, it's a big organization that the membership spans from Newport Beach all the way up to like Calabasas area.
Wow.
So geographically, it's very, very large. You can imagine the membership, hundreds. So here, it was much different, and I'm like, well, this is a better opportunity, I think, to actually get in and get involved and do something. So it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of changes that have happened in the last 8 years, but we're still very involved with the schools. We're very involved with literacy, education, children, women, and families. And so there's some exciting things that we'll talk about too, and events that are coming up to where, the community is welcome to get involved as well. Then the second part of your question, why did I go for president? I think I have a bad reputation of being an overachiever. And
that's horrible, Erica.
It's an understatement.
I never realized growing up that I was a leader, but people that I have worked with over the years, they start pulling this out of you, and you start seeing like, oh, well, who are the creative thinkers at the table? Who are the doers? Who are the leaders? So I think it's just been luck of, I don't know if you call it luck or not, actually, but it's just been placement, timing, and I'm excited. I've had a fantastic person that has paved the way for me. People, I should say, with the last 3 presidents, the current president included.
Let's name them. Let's give a shout
Shauna
out.
Weber, originally, this is a few years ago, she's the one who really, we connected. And so she reached out to me, and we've had a great relationship in and outside of the league. And so she's the one that kind of said, hey, have you ever thought about this?
You can't say no to Shauna. Shauna's like, if you want to know somebody in life, you need to have a Shauna in your life. That is the best way I can explain that.
And Ashley now works
I work
daily
with her. Yeah.
with Shauna.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, there was Shauna, and then there was Claudia Young, who followed Shauna. And Claudia just has, I think that woman has patience that just, you can't crack it. It's incredible. She's amazing. Because you have to remember, we're a group of very dynamic women, and a lot of us are very type A personalities. So,
and we're all very vocal about what we think and believe and feel, and
exactly. So there was Claudia, and now the current president is Margaret Myers, and she is paving the way for change and making a difference.
Wonderful.
One of her big advocacies that she's done was work on a community grant fund that we have, that it's still kind of in the beta testing model right now, but it offers mini grants, if you will, to different educational opportunities to schools.
Wonderful.
To children. So
awesome. Very, very cool. And then how about you? What goals do you have for your presidency?
Well, I can't spill all the beans right now. We'll have to talk about that next year.
All right. So let's go on and let's celebrate some recent activities and also talk about some activities that are coming up soon.
Awesome. Well, we just wrapped Lobster Fest for our second year.
Yes, we did our first Lobster Fest in 2017?
2017. 2 years ago.
Then last year we did the rummage sale. We tried to do it
alternating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we brought it back this year. I think we were very successful with the auctions, live, silent, and raffle. We brought in it's a rough number, $30,000.
Wow. That's amazing for one night. And I know so much work is put into that.
It's a lot of work. We had one of our members, Lynette, as the chair. I definitely felt like she's on vacation now.
What's her last name?
What is
Grippy?
Drawing a blank.
It's put me on the spot. It's all good. I just want to give her a shout out.
Yeah, absolutely.
She took on a lot. Normally we have two 2 chairs. Unfortunately, something happened with one of them. So Lynette, with the help of other members of the league, we pulled it together.
Beautiful.
And had a great event. And I hope that we continue with this event. I just love it. I think it's an amazing event, and a lot of people just rave about it.
There was so much positive press on Facebook and great pictures and videos of the actual pouring of the food across
That's
the
the best
table.
part.
Yeah,
That was
it's so
so cool
different.
to
Yeah.
see that. So unique. And in a season when everyone's having a crab feed, and I belong to a couple of clubs that have crab feeds, it's neat to see a different type of event. And to have it be so successful is phenomenal. So kudos to everyone that volunteered. I know it was tons of hours of work and effort, but that's huge. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think, you
Yeah,
know, to
the
shine
ladies
light
did a good
on our
job.
auction team, you know, because
Do you want to name some people? Should we
Well,
give a shout
head
out?
of procurement.
Jackie Ratto.
You'll
Okay.
see there's
If
a
you're
All right.
going to
theme
do
here, yeah.
procurement,
All right.
she needs to head it, which
Okay.
we're trying, you know, Jackie, if you're listening, we're trying to get her to be VP of Fund Development. She just really has a knack for it. You
Yeah.
know.
Very
The
cool.
girl, she just
Awesome.
knows how to procure. And her
Awesome.
she actually built a fantastic team underneath her. So she had a great support. Ellie Washington was heavily involved as well.
She's
Lauren
involved with
Toledo.
everything. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
They had a really good team under them that put everything together. And it just, our live auction packages, we only had 5 of them.
4,
We
but
had 4 of them, but we were able to offer one of the events 2 times.
2 times.
So
That's
that was
awesome.
exciting.
And honestly, sometimes it's better. A lot of people get frustrated sitting and listening to a long, extended list.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's better when you have a small list of really premium things to offer and you do better. So, I mean, it
agree.
sounds like whatever you did, it worked if you made that money. So that's magnificent.
Yeah.
Kudos to everyone.
Yes. So we're still waiting on final numbers, but hopefully by our next meeting, I think we'll have a final
Awesome.
number.
And you mentioned rummage sale, and we'll come back and come back to that. But let's talk about some other events that are coming up.
Okay. What do we want to start with? Coming up or that we've done?
Either.
So
You
I'd
pick.
say that our really, really close event is our Dillard's Love My League night, which is going to be so much fun. It's a fun evening with a league, basically, and everyone in the community is invited to come to Dillard's. It's a relationship that Dillard's and Junior League does nationally. And so the store...
It's national. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so the store hosts us for a night, and all of our family, friends, neighbors, brothers, I mean,
Community.
you name
whole,
it.
Whole community can go. Anyone can go.
Yeah. And we'll have fun enter-to-win packages.
And what's special about this night? Are they running any deals? Are there contests?
So
Why go?
They will be offering free gift wrapping and free standard shipping. So, I mean, we're on the season of wedding season will be starting soon, graduations,
Graduations,
birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day. We're on that edge right now. And so it's a great opportunity to get out there, see some of the newest spring styles, exclusive to Dillard's, actually. They were telling us about a Louis Vuitton room that they may set up
Oh, wow.
with new...
Very cool. Very
yeah.
exclusive. Awesome.
And
New
then
bags,
the
so.
biggest benefit is if we can get people to come out and save their shopping for that night, 10% of everything purchased goes back to the league.
Wonderful.
So then we're able to
Awesome.
use that money for, you know.
So they're making a donation back into their community, which is great. And are you buying a ticket to this event?
No, this is our first one for the community. And so we're opening up the doors and saying, you're welcome.
Awesome.
Come
So
and
there's no
join
charge
us.
to go. That's
No
amazing. That's
charge.
awesome.
No charge. We will have
Great.
some hors d'oeuvres and some wine and waters and sodas for people who come.
Great. And what's
live
the
music.
date? And live music.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Can't forget that.
Yeah.
What's the date and the time?
It is April 11th.
So that's coming up
Coming
right
up,
around the
yeah,
corner.
a couple weeks, and it's from 5 to 8 p.m.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Yep.
Excellent. And that sounds really cool. And hopefully we generate a lot of money to give back to the community.
Yeah, we're hoping for that.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Shop till you drop.
I love it. That's so cute.
So that's probably the most pressing event that we're gearing up for. But the next one that's coming down the pipeline pretty quickly is in May. It's on Friday, May 3rd. It's going to be at the county fairgrounds, and it's the Vocational Life Skills Challenge. So I'm sure you've heard of our Festivali. Well, we've kind of been pressed as a membership to join forces with other community partners and make something bigger and better and give back even more. So Festivali started as a party, a special needs prom for kids that don't get to go to prom. So you have special needs kids from all over San Joaquin County that they actually get a field trip, if you will, for an entire day we used to have it at Brookside Country Club, and they would come ages 18 to 22. And it's a party. They come, they dance, they have food, there's a photo booth, and every year it's a different theme. So again, we have to tie it into our, not just party here, but what's our mission. And so one year it was Festivali Sails the Seas. And so they learned all about the pirates. And they were so excited. I mean, education-wise, they learned what pirates wore and what was their costume going to look like, because they come and they dress up too.
They dress up too, which is awesome.
Yeah. And so these kids just have the best day. And so from the response that we got from the few years that event happened, we've now joined forces with San Joaquin County Office of Education, Lodi School District, Tracy Unified School District, and Lincoln.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a huge network. That's awesome. And I was going to add on that last year we had the superheroes, and I dressed up and my husband dressed up.
Wonder
Woman.
We had
fun.
so much fun. Yes, I dressed as Wonder Woman. We had a great time, and it was awesome. And when you say food, it was not just food. They had like a sundae bar, they had pizza, they had candy. The kids just had such a huge party, and they had such a great time dancing. And it was awesome to just see them having a wonderful time celebrating and enjoying life. It was huge.
Everything about the event is amazing, but I have to say, when you look at the pictures at the end, and Tim Ulmer does an amazing job at capturing those what are they, like the
Images.
hidden moments.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, like, the first couple times, like, I get choked up because just they're so thankful for this, and they might not say it directly, but I have a picture from last year of this young guy hugging me on the way out.
Aww.
And like, you can see, like, just in his eyes and my eyes, and it
so excited.
takes you back to that moment. It's just like, it's heartwarming. It just, and that's what the league's about, those moments.
But I think your point is very well stated, that with changing and modifying this event, we will fit more with our mission, and we're going to educate more and challenge more. And especially when you have all of these school districts combined together, you're going to help more people, and that's a huge win-win.
Yeah. Oh, partnering with different partners in the community is just, we're a force now. We're a force to make a difference. So, so now we're still going to have the Festivali party at the end of the day. But the first part of the day is going to be life skills challenges. So different ideas of how to make your bed, how to make a sandwich, things like that. Things that these kids can actually go into the community and, hopefully in some capacity give back to the community with. So it's going to be awesome, because I think they're really excited. And I've been told that they're doing a lot of practicing already and, research on what they should be doing. And so they're really amped up. The excitement is at an all-time high for sure.
And what to me is so cool about that, when you talk about the excitement, we are really challenging them in things that are going to give them independence and enrich their lives. And we're doing it in a way that we're making it fun. So they don't feel pressured. It's exciting. They want to do it. And instead of saying this is something you have to do, or you should be able to do this and this and this, we're making it a challenge so that they want to bring out their best to be able to do these challenges.
We have over 300 kids coming this year.
Wow,
And it's
that's
our
awesome.
first year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, I know you mentioned the date. Let's talk about the time and the location.
So it's going to be at the San Joaquin County Fairgrounds in Building 2. And the challenges start at 9 a.m. They go until 11. And then the festivale component of it, the party, is 11 until 2.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool.
And we can post more information. We can give that to you to include with the video on how to get involved.
Wonderful. And is there room for other students to join?
You know, that's a question that we can find out.
Okay.
At 300, I think we're close, but we can ask the head. The head of this for Junior League's end is Daisy Plavnik.
Okay.
So
awesome. And that's perfect. She has such a compassionate heart for helping those in the community and especially helping those that are challenged. Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about more events.
Okay, what else? So other things that we do in the community.
I'll talk about expanding your horizons. Last fall, we actually raised $1,200.
Wow.
And we were able to send 60 girls to Expanding Your Horizons. So it's a science camp for girls. Behind it, we wanted to make sure that girls can do and be anything they want to be, you know, just like boys can. And in today's world, you want to shine light on those things that might not have a lot of women in that field, whether it's science, you know, police officers, firefighters, whatever it might be. So we provide the scholarships and the funding for girls in grades 6th to 8th grade to go to the science camp at UOP. And it gives them a day where it exposes them to the STEM activities to encourage the study of science, math, and technology.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned earlier that I've taught a class for that. It's been probably at least 10 years that I did that, 10 years ago. But it's awesome, and especially for girls, we need more girls in science and involved in science.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, definitely each year that we do it, we increase the amount of girls we're sending. So,
yay.
I hope, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Huge.
And this time, can we talk about how Shauna raised that?
Yeah, so there's a trend I'm sure you've seen on Facebook, how people will start their own little donation. Instead of giving me a birthday present or a birthday shout out, just donate to my cause. So Shauna did something like this for this event.
Oh, cool.
For her birthday.
Wonderful.
And, you know, raised the money and gave it to the league. And
wonderful.
We were able to send the girls.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, Facebook is a wonderful tool, not only to promote things, but like you said, to fundraise as well.
Oh, definitely. Takes it back to technology.
Yep.
Taking over.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's an amazing event. I hope that we continue to do it. I mean, I think the plan is to continue to send girls.
And that'll be in the fall, you said.
In the fall at UOP, and it just, you know, it paves the path, you know, for girls to want to take that route, utilize those skills, and, you know, maybe have a career in math, science, technology, whatever it might be.
Awesome. Excellent.
It's really empowering for them. They just light up at the end of the day. They're so excited. I'm sure you saw it after you ended the teaching too.
You know, looking back, I kind of feel like I wish I had more opportunities like this. Like, I know, you know, a lot of times we help girls and families and, you know, women, children who are underprivileged. But, you know, even like events like this where we can send any type of girl with that comes from any walk of life. And I feel cheated that I didn't get to go to something like this. I could have been like a math major or science major.
Could be running an engineering firm right now.
I guess it's never too late. Maybe I can sneak
never
into
too
there.
late.
.com.
Never too late. And I know you just talked about schools, and we have the school rewards program, which to me is so exciting that we offer that. And I love that Junior League not only helps with giving a challenge to motivate kids to gain points so they can purchase things from a mobile van, different supplies, but also we give uniforms and things like that, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's been amazing. And the teachers have reported back to us and told us that the level of involvement has significantly increased because these kids are motivated. And I've worked a couple times in the boutiques, and the kids, you know, there's toys, there's little, you know, when you go to a hotel and there's shampoo, conditioner, little lotion, right? The little to go. We have those packaged up, and one little boy came in and he's like, I want to get that for my mom. She'd really like that. And then it's like, oh, that's really thoughtful.
Yeah.
You know, it's sweet. So, and they're working their tails off to get those points so that they can go shopping for their families, and it's all around. It's a win-win. So there's a number of schools that we've done that in. A couple have been Lottie Grunsky and Westwood. Currently, we're funding Taylor and Hamilton. And
awesome.
In the past, we did TCK and Washington.
Wonderful.
So again, it's all of San Joaquin. It's not just Stockton.
Which I think is important because a lot of people think of this organization as just Stockton, and it's not. Yeah. And I was especially glad to hear from you the school districts that are going to be involved in the Challenge Festivale this year. Because that just opens it up because the need is everywhere. It's throughout our whole county. It's not just in Stockton. And a couple of the schools, at least that you mentioned, I know we also do plant sales there as well.
Yes. So Redwood Greenhouse Project. That's been a fun project that was founded on the fundamentals of teaching mentally, emotionally, and physically compromised students how they can get involved, and just, again, giving them some basics, right? So they're very involved in upgrading their on-site greenhouse, planting plants, watering them, fertilizing them, everything that's involved in that. And then at the end, they sell them. And then, I mean, again, taking it further, actually at the end point of sale, helping carry the plants to the customer's car.
Aww.
You know, so little basic things like that, but they make such a big difference to people. And
then
to
where
these
does
kids
that money
too.
go?
They feel so accomplished, you know, that they've been able to do this entire life process of
That's
a plant.
huge.
So that's something that's ongoing, and we do that a couple times a year.
That's huge. And then where does that money go?
The money goes back into a fund that basically is recirculated and helps us, you know, decide where else we're going to affect the community.
All right. And let's go back to one basic thing we haven't mentioned. If some of our viewers or listeners want to join Junior League, they've been excited by hearing what we're talking about, how can they reach out to Junior League? When are the meetings? How do they contact us?
So any woman over the age of 21 that lives in San Joaquin County is eligible to join. The way that you would find out more information would be to go to our website, which is jlsjc.org. Or you could also call one of our VP of memberships, and her number is 209-425-2080.
Awesome. And how about on Facebook? I know we have a Facebook page.
Yeah, so we have a Facebook page at San Joaquin County of Junior League, and real easy. Go there, send a direct message, and I think our gals get back within, I don't want to put them on the spot, but normally it's within 24 hours.
Awesome. They're very fast about getting back.
Even search our names and send us a message. And
any questions, and you know, if you're just interested in coming out and volunteering, we welcome the idea of community.
And in the last couple minutes, and I'm sorry, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just said they, you know, now that our names are out there, they're welcome to send us a message, and we can, you know, get them set up with maybe coming to a new member mixer. Sometimes we host them we do host them over the summer. I don't have exact dates right now. I know we have one coming up at Michael David
in April at Michael David Winery.
Oh, wonderful.
I know it's on a Sunday,
yes,
like a brunch time. We can figure out
in the
that
afternoon,
date.
I believe. Yeah.
All right. And in closing, let's just talk briefly about the rummage sale, because I know that Junior League is so well known for the rummage sale. And then I'd like each of you to tell me what your favorite activity has been that you've participated with in Junior League. And I'll look for that luncheon while you guys are telling us.
For rummage sale?
I'm going to let you take on it.
So rummage sale is more of a community impact event that we focus on we get a lot of donations from the community, from our membership, from the community. Think of people that are moving out of their homes. Think of people whose loved ones pass away and they need to clear out a house. We'll come in and we'll take those donations and we turn around and we sell them to the less fortunate in our community
For pennies.
Severely discounted
amazing prices.
This is the deals.
And amazing items,
the
too.
deals. So we typically do it in actually the same building 2 at the fairgrounds. And it's a 20,000 square foot warehouse of deals and steals. The hottest sections are typically the boutique and the plant area, which we've, again, shout out to Daisy Plavnik. That woman can grow succulents like it's nobody's business. And those typically are the hot items. But kids come in for bikes. I mean, just basic things, clothes, diapers, all that kind of stuff. So
lots of Christmas stuff, too.
Oh, yeah. And
yes, absolutely.
The Friday before, we do like the pre-party where everything is marked, but we sell it for double the price. So those individuals who want first, grabs pay a little bit more, but get the items they really want. And then closing, all of the items that are left over, we donate to. Do you know specifically where we donate them to?
We donate them to different community partners, and that's always to be determined each year who wants to come in because they have to bring the trucks in to pick everything up.
And is that happening this year or is that next year?
It wouldn't be this year. It would be happening 2020 fall, and that date still has to be determined.
All right. So that'll be during your presidency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome.
Quickly.
And how about your favorite activity?
Like event we do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I have to say in the past, I love the Lobster Fest. I think it's geared towards our generational age. I mean, it's open to everybody, but I think it's an event that we can really have fun with. I mean, we work a lot during it, but you get to come and enjoy amazing food, drinks, there's music, auction items. But with my heart, I love Festivali. And I was honestly sad when they said, oh, we're changing it to vocational lifestyle, challenge. But how we're doing, the new event, it makes sense. And it's amazing too. But I love Festivali. I loved that event. I loved, taking off work Monday to go to it, the setup, the decorations, the getting dressed up, the kids.
And I love Festivali. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I love Festivali.
Mm-hmm. That emotional impact, again, it goes back to a reward that can't be monetized upon. So that's
Definitely.
what we're about.
And how about for you?
I would echo Ashley's sentiment.
See, we all love Festivali.
Yeah, the fundraising aspect, I think that Lobster Fest has been a fantastic fundraiser for us in the last couple of years we've done it. But when you get into the nitty-gritty of the community impact and the get back that members give by getting involved, you can't compete.
Wonderful.
Festivali wins. So I'm really excited to see how this Life Skills Challenge takes off this year.
And yes, I hear what you're saying about changing it, but we're still going to have the prom part of it. And I think this is going to help the students grow.
Oh, I agree.
And it's just so exciting to me also that we're expanding it to so many cities. It's going to have so much more of an impact. I love it. And I just want to thank both of you again for being here today. I'm going to get ready to sign off, but Junior League is such an important organization in our county, and I'm really excited that you were here today. And I love that there's an organization that is doing good in the community and is empowering women at the same time.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
having
for having
Thank
us,
you.
Julie.
And with that, I'm going to sign off. I am the voice of San Joaquin. You are the voice of San Joaquin. Let's make it an amazing day.